Doesn't it just feel like everybody's starting a business these days? So let's talk about it. Come over here. Okay, so should you start that business? Yes or no? First of all, let's address the elephant in the room. You're talking to a business owner who did start a business. Not just one business, but multiple businesses. And they've all failed except for this one right here, which is now a full-time employer and what I live off. And it's a digital marketing agency, which I know is not the most original business idea I ever had. And the businesses that have failed have been dropshipping and MLM and affiliate businesses. So whatever business people are motivating you to start, or you might think is a good idea to start, I've started them. I'm not at all saying that a digital marketing agency is a bad business idea. It's actually a great one. It's worked out great for us. It's just a business that most people are starting these days, as you probably have noticed. So I have no right to tell you not to start a business. All I'm doing is trying to help you give some insight into answering this question. And the reason the title of this video is something along the lines of maybe you shouldn't start this business is because there's a lot of people out there telling you all the reasons you should start a business, all the glorious parts about starting a business, but there are a lot of parts that land in this area of why it's not really that much fun starting a business. So let's talk about some of them. And I'm going to do that by taking every argument for this and giving it a counter argument based on my experience. First thing people always talk about is be your own boss, which I'm sure if you have a shitty boss sounds really appealing. But when you go from having a job to being a business owner, what you're going to find that as soon as you start getting customers or clients, you go from having one boss to having everybody be your boss. And this is not the inevitability of every business owner. What you're going to learn after a few years is how to set boundaries with customers and clients. And I can tell you how I set those boundaries and how you can set those boundaries, but the only way you're really going to figure out how to set the appropriate boundaries with your customers and clients is really by spending the first few years of learning some really awful but inevitable lessons the hard way. Number 2 is time. You want your time back. You're sick of working a 9 to 5. This is an easy one. If you like your time, don't expect to get more of it by starting a business. It's currently 2 p.m. on a Saturday, and I am here in the office doing some really mundane work that is not exciting at all. The most exciting part of my day is filming this video. There's no off as a business owner because the business never shuts off. You don't delete all your customers and clients. You don't stop thinking about it. There's no break. You don't go home at 5 and stop thinking about the business, at least not in my experience. But you know, if your job keeps you working overtime and weekends anyways, you might as well start the business because that's what the business is going to be. And here's the most important reason why anybody starts a business, and that is money. You want to make lots of money. Look, everybody's journey is going to be very different on that front. But let me give you some insights into my journey. Me and my partner, we are salaried staff at our own company, and we have multiple staff, and we have also cost. We're a profitable company, but the salaries that we currently make or give ourselves is lower than what a lot of people our age with our experience is getting working for other people in the marketplace. Absolutely start the business for the money, but don't expect it to come right away or within the first few years, or maybe you figure it out right away. I don't know, you might be a super genius. So yeah, back to the question, should you start that business? As the devil's advocate, that's this corner of the whiteboard, you're not going to make that much money, you're not going to get any of your time back, and anybody who ever does business with you is going to become your new boss. But you can also make lots of money and you could get all your freedom back, and anybody who ever encounters you is just going to admire you. You're just going to have to find out. So why did I feel like talking about this? And it's because I believe the information out there motivating people to start a business way outweighs the information out there maybe cautioning people about why it's not as glorious as it might seem. And here comes the cynical side. People have a lot to gain and a lot of money to make from you by motivating you to start a business under their tutelage. Just be careful about people selling your dreams. Now, I as a business owner, I'm going to spend the rest of my Saturday in this office doing proposals and invoices. At least I've got some company.